So pelvic floor practices. Getting ourselves nice and comfy, sitting, kneeling. If we're kneeling, then having our good amount of height beneath our bums, so our sitting bones can be nicely in contact with something and our hips are above our knees. Rolling our shoulders so that they are happy, maybe doing the same with our elbows out to the side. Saying hello to our feet. Our feet are such a dynamic part of our beings. So wiggling the toes. You might want to be sitting in tailor pose, which is where your feet, the soles of your feet are pressing towards each other and your knees out to the side. And if so, then including our feet in our practice. In fact, including our feet in our practice anyway. So we're going to start by breathing into our hearts, breathing down, letting the breath travel down to our wounds surrounding our babies, bringing our mind as we continue to breathe in and out in our own time to our yonis, this incredible birth passage through which our baby is going to come through. And there's something that's very important to know about our yonis. They are amazing. So, if you've ever looked at a map of the world and you've seen Norway, it's not a small country, but it's not a massively big country, but it has fjords. It has an incredibly undulating coastline. And if you were to take the undulating coastline of Norway and open it up so all those incredible inlets, rivers and fjords were opened out, so the surface area of Norway actually just opened out to its fullest extent, my goodness, Norway would be as big as Africa. Your yoni is like Norway. All those incredible deep folds that go in and out and all kind of groovy and kinked and folded up in secret. When the time comes, they're going to open up without any fuss, without any pain, just easily as your baby slides through and your yoni will become as big as Africa. Now there's a birth mantra for you. So connecting in your mind's eye with these deep blood kind of engorged folds of your yoni, sending your attention deeply there. As you start to lift the folds of your yoni inside you, deeply inside you, reaching them up high, in fact, as if they're going to reach all the way up to meet your baby. And then, on the other breath, letting go. So I didn't speak us through the breath in that time. Normally, with this birthing practice, we're going to bring our yonis in and up on an in-breath. And so just enjoying that sense of discovery inside you. You've discovered you're like Africa. Think of the strength of Africa, bringing warm African sunshine up to meet your baby, and then on an out breath, slowly, slowly, slowly letting it go. Now the challenge with the next part of this practice is to try and isolate the muscles. So actually we're only going to be working the bits of us around our clitorises. But no biggie if other bits of your body want to get involved too. We are all connected after all. So with our mind's eye, we're going to let it travel forward from our yonis to the area surrounding our clitorises, our amazing, beautiful, lovely, gorgeous clitorises, our female friends. And with an in-breath, sending our energy to this part as same action as before, we lift this area, bring it in towards us and up, as if again it's like the sunshine of Africa coming to meet our babies, and then out. And the final of the trio is working our anal sphincters, otherwise known as our bumholes. Sometimes described in Tantra as a rosebud, really beautiful. So yes, women do often poo, crap, whatever you want to call it, during labour. It's great. It gives you more space. Embrace it. Love it. If you can, from now until you have your baby, every time you poo, just enjoy the feelings and go, yes, I'm going to poo when I have my baby and it's going to be helpful. It's a sign that my baby is nearly here. No need to be ashamed. It's just the best thing. The midwives get very happy when they see you poo. So it's good to work our buttholes, keeping this dynamic sense of strength across our whole pelvic floor. So same thing. We're going to breathe in as we start to contract, lift, bring that glorious energy and those folds of our back passages in deeply inside us and up. Could even be meeting our baby if we feel comfortable doing that. And then with an out breath, letting that energy travel back down. And the same on an in-breath. Some people like to imagine there is in fact a spiral. So there's a spiral of energy coming through your rosebud, spiraling around your back passage, around deeply inside you and up, so that can lift your kind of the walls of your rectum as you then let that go, and the energy just slides back down again. And finally, we're going to do just some quick releases, squeezes and releases of all three parts of our pelvic floor, so connecting back with our gorgeous folded yoni. On an in-breath, quick up, and an out-breath, quick release. In your own time, see how quickly you can do that. And then when you want to, moving forward around the clitoris, and keeping your jaw and your shoulders loose. Again, when you want to go back to your back passage, your rosebud, your bum hole, having a little experiment and explore there as well. Don't forget, you are like Africa.